to the channel. We're here this morning looking at a time cutter SS4260. We found that one of the safety switches is bad. I'm going to show you a quick and easy tip just to save you some cash if you're going to replace one of these switches. First off, go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So we tested the safety switches on this, and what we found is that this seat switch is in fact bad. I'm going to disconnect it, and I'm going to show you how to save some money if you're replacing this. Now these just turn out, come straight out. So this safety switch, if we're to buy it OEM, that's going to cost you about $75. We're going to just take the 3 tabs in the back and take this front part out. The little tabs come out. You've got a spring in there. This spring just sits against the plastic and on the top of the seat switch. But this seat switch itself, it's got 2 tabs on the back. If you push those in, the whole seat switch just comes right out. This seat switch, if you buy an aftermarket, which is made by the same people that the OEM ones are, it's usually a Delta or there's a couple other brands of switches, but these switches are about $5. Even if you buy an OEM one, you're not going to pay more than $8 or $10. That saves you quite a bit of cash buying something like this. This is the replacement. It just fits right back down in there, snaps in. You put your spring back on. You can make sure that your instructions here for seat owner's manual for installation instructions will install straight up and down depending on the tabs. Doesn't really matter where they go. If it's twisted, that's not a big deal. This just snaps right back in. And Viola, we saved $70 just like that. We stock these other seat safety switches for different things. You do have to figure out which switch is the right one for your unit. Some of them use normally open switches, which is what this one is. It means that until the button's pushed, there is not continuity between here and here. They also do normally closed switches, which means that until the button's pushed, there is contact from here to here. I hope I said that right. Normally closed, it's got contact until you push it. Normally open, it doesn't have contact until you push it. If you figure out which one you need. If you know your seat switch is bad and you bypass it here, if you make a jumper from here to here, just for testing of course, and that works, you know that your switch is normally open, because as soon as you sit on it, that's going to close the connection and that's going to be able to start your unit. Very quick, very easy, save you some cash. Don't go replacing those extremely expensive switches like that. That does not just go for this style either. There's plenty of other styles. This here, same kind of design, even though it's a 4-post. You can replace just this middle section just like that on these. And there's a bunch of different instances of these. Again, they try to charge you quite a bit of money for a switch like this, when in reality it shouldn't be hardly anything. These are very cheap, very inexpensive, and they're almost universal. You know, you've got to figure out which one you need as far as the switch goes, but other than that, not anything to it. Hopefully this helps somebody out, save you some money. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content.